Hey guys, it's Ethan here from Extreme RC 4x4, and today we got a new toy. This is a Horizon Hobby Proboat Blackjack 24, and the 24 is just referring to the length of it. Like there's different length models. We have the Geico 17-inch, so that's smaller than this, and we also have the Blackjack 9, which is quite a small boat, almost micro, like the micro crawlers would be to a scaler. But this boat you can run 2S or 3S LiPo batteries on. It's completely ready to run, except for you do not have the charger in the batteries. I'm not sure if you get the batteries from the remote or not. We can look at some of the box art here. It's just kind of telling you a little bit about it. It is brushless, whereas the other boats are brushed, or the smaller boats, you could say, are brushed. So inside the box, you get the boat itself, the radio system, and the boat stand for it. It's always nice when you get the boat stand. And one thing that did stand out to me was the tiller here, or I'm not sure what they want to call it, but it looks like it's aluminum or some kind of metal rather than plastic. So let's go ahead and open it up. Alrighty, so let's see here. Got our boat stand here, it looks like. We can go ahead and take the plastic off of this. Down in the end here, got a box, probably our radio, I would assume. Yep, nothing else in the box. And here you have it. Just a simple little radio here. Just two channels, your steering and your throttle. You might notice there's that little brake caliper on here. Some other remotes that have it are the RC 4-wheel drive. 4-channel remote that I use for my trail trucks also has that. Kind of a neat little feature there. But got all your trims and things of that nature right in here, as well as your steering and throttle trim on the outside here next to the wheel, if you can see that. So the boat itself is quite large, actually. Go ahead and set the box down. I was expecting it to be a decent bit larger than our Geico 17-inch, but I will admit I was not expecting it to be this big. So for reference here, let's see, I could use the Axial Yeti as a reference. So they're about the same in length. Let's see, line up the fronts here. The Proboat, I would say, has at least 4 to 5 inches on the Axial Yeti in length. So it is quite a long boat. And here's your steering piece here, the tiller, or whatever you'd like to call it. It does look like it is aluminum, I would think. Let's try it here. Is it? Yep. It's aluminum, it's non-magnetic. So here you go. You can't adjust this back. One of the things that we did to help with performance was on the Geico to bend it back a little bit. It would just rotate it on a screw, and that way it would catch a lot less seaweed. And I also noticed that the drive shaft here, it's not completely straight. Let me move you in closer a second. Alright, so if you can see here, the actual drive shaft, let's see in the light, right here it has a bend in it. Right there it's bent. So I'm not sure if it uses a lighter material that may bend like that, but I've never seen anything done like that before. And you'll notice all the parts in the water have this edge on it, like right here, almost like the blade of a knife, so it'll cut through the water easier, and it is adjustable height wise, so that's another thing to notice. You do have a nice boot right here to keep the water out on your steering right here, and this is where the water will pick up for the cooling system. I'm guessing it picks up right here in this notch on the prop. There's no other place for it to really come through, so yep, that's where I would assume the water comes in from, is right there. And this looks like our drain plug right here, like the Geico has. Yep, there you go, there's a drain plug, so you can drain the water out of it, but make sure you have it in when you're running it. Fits in there nice and tight. Not sure, you unscrew these here. It's nice, really a good seal. One of the things about the Proboat Geico 17 was that it didn't really have, I didn't feel it was sealed very well in the back. There was only a magnet. So there you go, you unscrew those knobs and then slide it back here, and these two prongs slide into the hull on the front. It's a very big opening here, so you definitely have easier access to your parts than on the other boats that are smaller. So here's your 2000 kV motor right here, 4-pole, and it does look like it's sensored, brushless. It has 3 wires here instead of 2, but as you can see here, the water picks up and first cools the ESC, and then it goes and cools the motor before it comes out on this side. I find that really neat, the way that they do that. But right in here, if you can see, right before it goes into this tubing right here from the motor coupler, I don't know if you can see that. So right in here, you can see that it's kind of more of a springy material that is that shaft, and that's why it's able to bend in that tube right here that goes down to the prop. Another thing to notice is that you can run a full-size battery in here, although it is slightly offset to the center, so depending on the weight of your battery, it will offset the boat's weight, but I don't think that's really a problem since this isn't a V-hull, it's more of a catamaran, as you can see here. And another thing to notice about stepping up to this size of boat, if you're coming from a smaller boat, is that the ESC and the receiver are 2 separate components right here. On the other boats, the ESC and the receiver are kind of mated together into this simpler component that you can't really change around. This is a 4-channel receiver here, so I don't know if you can put different remotes in here so you can get control of all 4 channels, but I do not believe that this is 4 channels. I think it's just the 2 channels for your throttle and steering. So there's your basic run around of the Blackjack 24 Oh, another thing to notice is that this is not a Dean's plug right here. I do not know what kind of plug this is, but I will be swapping it out for a Dean's plug. I run all Dean's plugs on all of our stuff, so it's kind of a universal thing. But anyways, I really like that feature, how it seals with these screws. You know that this top isn't going to come off or water's going to get in very easily. It's just another assurance that nothing's going to happen. So one last thing before we do go, I would like to bring up the Blackjack 9 just to compare size. So here's the Proboat Blackjack 9. You could probably fit 1, 2, almost 3 of these little boats in the size of this one in length only. So there you go. That is the Blackjack 24 compared to the Blackjack 9 here. I'm sure this one will be much faster. It is rated at 25 miles an hour or more on a 2S LiPo, while at 3S LiPo it's rated at 30 miles an hour and over. So it should be a very exciting boat to run. Have a nice day. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos just like this. And thank you for watching.